Chapter 7. Communication. They arrived at the warehouse garage. Lamont and Hakeem were waiting for them inside, working on an '85 blue Chevy Camaro. "Sorry about blowing out your tires, Terrence, bro. This is yours," said Lamont. "Don't spend it all at once," joked Booker as he went into the back office to fetch something from a stack of fat paper brochures. He opened one up to reveal a map of downtown area that covered a work table. "Okay, Vicki, where do you live?" She studied the map for a moment, eyes darting as she searched for familiar streets and landmarks. She pointed to Figueroa Street and followed it up into a residential area on the edge of Chinatown near the 110 freeway. "Okay, everyone, here's what we're gonna do. We go get Vicky's station wagon. My brother will drive it with Vicki to her neighborhood and drop them both off. If nobody notices us, then we're fine. I'll follow and pick Terrence up in the Cadillac. Lamont and Hakeem will serve as the lookout and backup getaway car. If we spot any trouble with police up ahead, Terrence will leave the car with you in it, Vicki. You can go get the police's attention after we get out of there, okay? They should help get you home. Okay, Vicki?" She nodded in agreement with the plan. "Hopefully, they've been too busy with the trial, news vans and protests to even be looking for us," said Booker as he looked over at the staticky microwave-sized Zenith TV with rabbit-eared antenna in the back office that was tuned into the news coverage of the trial. Booker went over and turned the TV off. "You think we're gonna finally see some justice?" asked Hakeem as he put away his tools. "I doubt anything good will come out of this," said Lamont as he closed the Camaro's hood and hopped in the driver's seat. "For our sake, I hope they do," said Terry as he got back in the Cadillac. "Okay, let's go." As everyone pulled into the tunnel of the old-fashioned drive-through car wash, there was a buzzing and beeping sound. Booker pulled out his pager. It was a black device smaller than a deck of playing cards and displayed the name and number of someone trying to reach the beeper holder. "Sorry, guys, I need to make this call," said Booker as he looked at Vicki. "Come with me." Vicki followed Booker across the street and around the block to a corner convenience store. "Go buy something," insisted Booker. "Okay," said Vicki as she noticed a refrigerated section with cold drinks along the wall to her right. Inside were mostly bottles of cheap alcohol. Vicki decided to buy a bottle of orange juice since she only had milk in the morning. As she walked towards Booker standing at the cashier counter, she grabbed a pack of ding-dongs. She saw an expressionless Asian lady behind the bulletproof plastic window with lotto scratchers and cigarette packs behind the counter. "Please, can I borrow your telephone? I need to make a phone call," asked Booker as he held up cash and held up his beeper. The lady remained quiet and non-compliant. Vicki tried to help by walking up to the counter. She set down the bottle of orange juice, ding-dongs, and pulled out a $20 bill. "Annyeonghaseyo," said Vicki, as it was the extent to the amount of Korean she knew. "I would like to buy these, and he needs to make a phone call, please." "여기서요 뭐 기세요?" "I'm sorry. I'm Chinese. I don't know Korean too well. He is with me. Can you help?" The Korean lady took Vicki's money and passed a turquoise-colored rotary phone through the plexiglass window. "Thank you," said Vicki with a friendly smile and bow as a show of respect to the elderly in Asian cultures. The lady didn't smile back, not even with her eyes. She just silently watched them. "Thank you so much, ma'am. I really appreciate it," said Booker as he took the blocky phone set and scooted over to the left until the telephone line pulled tight around the corner of the plexiglass window. He put one ear of the banana-shaped handset to his right ear, listened for a second, tilted his head down to the right, and raised his right shoulder to hold it while he stuck a finger into the holes of a plastic disc and spun them to dial each number. from the beeper he was holding in his left hand. When he finished dialing all 11 digits, he turned to walk towards the door, as far from the counter as the bouncy curly handset cord would allow him to go. Vicki stayed inside to watch the base of the phone, making sure it wouldn't fall off the counter and ruin his phone call. Silently drinking her juice, she could hear Booker's voice talking about things she could not understand. Her mind drifted to thinking about her cousins, uncle, aunts, and grandparents, how they were an ocean away. Her mom would talk in a dialect she couldn't understand on the phone late at night because it was their daytime. She thought about airplane flights, airports, trips to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Republic of China offices on Wilshire Boulevard to get travel visas to Taiwan. Then she thought about the nearby Korean restaurants they would eat at and what the workers would say to them as they were leaving. A phrase floated to the front of her consciousness as the lady slid change money across the counter towards her. "Gamsahamnida," said Vicki as she picked up the paper bills and metal coins with her little hands and shoved them into her pockets. She gave the Korean lady another smile and bow, hoping to alleviate the tension between them. "You here born?" asked the lady with a straight face. "Yes." "Your parents?" "They were born in China, but they grew up in Taiwan." "Revolution?" "Yes, they couldn't stay." "We same." "You English good. School?" "I'm in 5th grade. My son, 4th grade." They paused at the sound of Booker yelling at someone outside. "How you him know?" "I got on the wrong school bus. He's helping me get back home," said Vicki. "Where?" "Chinatown." "He no good. Stay here. I after work home take." "He's good. I want to go with him." Booker came back inside in a huff and slammed the handset down on the base, then looked at the two of them. "Pardon me, ma'am. Thank you for letting me use your phone. Vicki, sorry for the delay. Let's go." "Annyeong," said Vicki while waving a hand as she followed Booker out the door.